Someone stole the peacock's feathers!
Someone tied up the octopus!
Someone unstriped the zebra!
When there's a strange crime in the zoo and you're looking for a clue, you'll always find him right on track. Sherlock Yack.
Sherlock
With
Yack.
Hermione right by his side, the bad guys just can't hide. If you get lost, he'll get you back. Sherlock Yack.
All the trees and all the
He's
dough.
lean and mean and he's no fool, and he's way double cool. He won't stand for no yakety yak. Sherlock Yack.
I'm on the go.
Will you find out before Sherlock who stuck the gorilla in the sand?
Show yourself, buddy. Let's do this fair.
Prepare yourself to witness my revenge, gorilla.
By all the trees and all the does, it's amazing what you can find when you sort out your old stuff. Look at this treasure, Hermione. The marbles I played with at school. I was the best.
Really? I wasn't too bad either.
You have to be better than not too bad to beat me, Hermione. Back then, they called me the King of Recess.
Well, they called me the Queen of Recess. And I'd be curious to see which of the two of us was really better at marbles.
Sorry, Hermione, but thanks to my master ball of purity, I'm totally immune to any form of provocation. Yippee! I won! I'm the best!
Young disciple, provocation and wisdom are enemies. You must never answer a childish challenge.
All right, Master.
Sherlock, I bet I can beat you at pig pong.
You won't have raised your paddle and already have racked up 21 points and... Master Ball of Purity taught me to rise above such childish sort of challenges, Hermione. Hello? This is Sherlock Yack. By all the trees and all the does, I'm on the go. So, Gorilla, were you able to see who attacked you?
No, he wore a parka with a hood, and I didn't see his face in the dark. But I remember his silhouette, and I think I could draw it.
An identikit portrait? Excellent idea.
That's it, buddies. You got it.
Thank you, Gorilla.
What do the arrows mean? Did he walk in a zigzag?
No, that he was about your height, Sherlock, and that he leapt around.
It won't be easy identifying someone with that information.
Except that I might know who it was, buddies. Well, yeah, as you know, Sherlock, I'm a volunteer guard at the children's playground. And yesterday, there was an incident.
The part of the castle you made is magnificent, son. Knock out.
It's nowhere as nice as the one my son did. Are you guys kidding? The nicest part of the castle is my daughter's.
It's obvious you don't know anything about sandcastles.
Hey, I don't fool around. I'll settle this with my fists. And I'll teach you about sandcastles anytime.
That's a pretty funny one.
Say, little buddies, calm down. That night, I got an anonymous phone call. Hello?
If you're a man, come and settle this at the playground.
And that's when I fell into the trap, buddies.
I think the culprit is one of the daddies who's furious about you stepping on the sandcastle. Kangaroo, crocodile, or porcupine?
Good deduction, Hermione. Let's take a look around. We might find some clues. Aha! A Diablo. I was good with that at school, too.
Sherlock, that's the sound I heard before I was knocked out.
The attacker used the Diablo to knock out the gorilla.
He also used this little shovel to dig the hole and this suction cup pistol.
Fine. We have enough clues. Come on, Hermione. Let's go see the suspects.
Perfect. But before, take a look at this. You can forget about beating me, Sherlock. It doesn't matter if you're scared of going up against me. You just have to say 3 times, "Hooray for Hermione, Queen of Recess."
Very well, Hermione. Let's settle this fairly. The king or queen of recess will be the one who wins the most games we compete in, all right?
All right.
Fine. In the meantime, let's go see the first suspect.
I'll Teach Gorilla not to let us settle things between men.
Do you truly believe that violence can solve anything?
Well, sure, why? Bang! I didn't put Gorilla in that hole, otherwise I would have done it right away. Bang! In front of everybody, just like in the schoolyard, yeah? Like when I was a kid. That's how you gotta settle things fairly, especially when you're the best.
His silhouette fits the identikit portrait perfectly, and he bounces around to move back and forth.
Tell me, Kangaroo, are you a good shot?
Of course I am. I was already the best when I was a kid. Bang!
And you know about this too?
Piece of cake. Check this out.
Thanks, Kangaroo, that's fine. We're gonna have to be on our toes.
With crocodile, you mean?
No, with marbles. Yes! I told you I was king of the marbles. I won.
No. You just won a game. I'll be sure to get you next time around.
In your dreams, Hermione. In the meantime, we have a suspect to interrogate.
Am I furious with Gorilla? Of course. I was already making the best sandcastles when I was a child. And my son is the same. I won't let anyone say different.
To the point of putting Gorilla in a sand hole?
If I'd wanted to teach him a lesson, I would have gone to see the teacher and that dumb monkey would have been punished.
Do you know how to use a Diablo?
It's one of my favourite games. I was the king of recess with this thing. Let me show you.
Hey, I'd say he's even better than you.
But for the time being, I'm the one who's winning. I won at marbles. And are you any good with this?
Well, I'd rather not try.
Crocodile, this is a criminal investigation, and your attitude makes you look very guilty.
Oh, all right, give me that thing. That's right, I wear glasses. I was never the king of recess. When I was a kid, they called me the newt with portholes, and I hate to remember that.
Very nice shot, though. Thanks for your cooperation, Crocodile. Hermione, I think that Crocodile is also very good at marbles. You should ask him for some advice.
Sherlock? Hopscotch?
Oh, hopscotch?
Ready, fight!
I'll tell you one thing, if Gorilla wasn't as big, I would have pinched him and given him a very bad wrist burn. And the same for Kangaroo and Crocodile, too.
Don't you think that getting all worked up about a silly old spat in the playground is a bit too much?
Not at all. I can't stand people who think that just because I'm a little smaller than the others, I'm not the best.
Could you show us how good you are at these games, Porcupine?
Sure thing. Take a look at the real king of recess.
Say, did you see that? It doesn't fit the identikit portrait. Not only doesn't he jump around, but Gorilla said his attacker was tall. About as tall as you.
Yes, you're right. But Porcupine is also very good at Diablo. Oh, and also a good shot. Probably better than you.
Yes, we'll see about that. But Porcupine is very agile. He could easily beat you at hopscotch.
Very well. Let's settle this thing once and for all.
All right, Sherlock. One last game to see who's best.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper.
Hey, are you two quite finished?
Hermione will finish this game when the case is solved. I still don't know who did it.
Let's go back to the playground. Maybe we missed an important clue.
Great idea, Hermione. Let's go. Well, this is a real puzzler. Let's think this over. Old horse. Are you all right, old horse?
Well, sure, I ran into a...
Tree?
Yes, and it went...
Crack?
No, point.
This time, Hermione, I think we're ready.
Ready to settle our scores?
Oh, Of course not. To end this investigation, for I know who the culprit is. What about you, young detective? If you paid close attention, I'm sure you can figure it out. Let's go over the case. Following an argument between three fathers in the playground, the gorilla was knocked out by a Diablo and buried in the sandbox. And then he got hit by a suction cup arrow. He drew a portrait that shows a large silhouette leaping around. The three fathers, Kangaroo, Crocodile, and Porcupine, are all mad at Gorilla. So have you guessed who the culprit is? Oh. Huh? The case is simple. Kangaroo, you would have gladly used your fists to settle a silly playground argument. You also leap around and are as tall as the criminal. However, could you have done it knowing that you can't use a Diablo? Crocodile, you are tall and you could have been leaping around the place. But you couldn't have shot the suction cup pistol without putting on your enormous glasses, which doesn't match the portrait that the gorilla has drawn. No, the culprit is an ace with a Diablo, and someone who really wants to take his revenge quite badly. Isn't that right, Porcupine? For the culprit is you!
That's not true. I'm too short. You said it yourself.
Yes, I did. But to commit the crime, you used the bouncing ball that was found in the playground, which made you much, much taller and made it possible for you to leap around.
You got me.
Enough of that. Aren't you ashamed? Porcupine has earned his punishment, but this must be dealt with like adults.
Fine thing for you to say, Mr. King of Recess.
Your Majesty will get what she deserves.
Hey, buddies, this is our new monitor. He can do lots of stuff, you'll see.
You bet, kids. I'm the King of Recess.
Is that true? Can you teach me to make a nice castle? Come on, please!
Rock, paper, scissors. 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 Rock, paper, scissors.